Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Jen Hilman, and I invite you to roll out your mat and follow along with me in this replay of my live yoga class, a part of the Third Eye Chakra series. Now, before we get started, be sure and like this video, leave your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Then let yourself get settled in, and we'll begin our practice. So we'll just get started in a nice easy seat, sitting comfortably on your mat. You can use a cushion or a blanket, anything to help you feel supported in your seat. Then go ahead and place your fingertips to the floor in front of you. Lean your weight forward and begin to just scooch your sitting bones back. So we kind of walk the sitting bones back. Then walk your hands back in and press yourself back up to a seat. You can let your hands rest on your knees as you sit up nice and tall. And notice how that little adjustment in your placement of your pelvis allows you to find more of a natural curve of your spine, waving up towards the sky. So feel a sense of that upward current lifting up through the crown of your head and starting to tune into the rhythm of your breath, observing the flow of the in and out, that steady, rhythmic movement of your breath. And with each breath that you take, feel a sense of lifting in your spine. So it's active. You're actively lifting and growing tall, resisting the pull of gravity. Extend your spine up towards the sky. Now, this is subtle. Slightly draw your chin in. So it's not folding down to your chest. You're gently drawing the chin in and back. You feel a little extension in the space at the base of your skull. So we're lifting up through the spine. Slightly draw the chin in and lift up through the back of the head. Roll your shoulders down your back. So this is, again, it's very subtle, it's very deep and personal, but you can start to feel a stretch along the deep muscles in your vertebrae, maybe even into the base of the skull. Take one more breath here, lifting up through the back of the head, rolling your shoulders down. Then as you exhale, go ahead and fold your chin down to your chest, right? So we let it relax down. Then just gently rock your chin from side to side, flowing with the rhythm of your breath, just gently rocking the chin from right to left, bringing in some movement to stretch the muscles along the back of the neck. Then roll your right ear to your right shoulder, stretching the left side of the neck. We'll go ahead and bring your right hand up and over, gently place it to the left side of your head, and easy pressure, we begin to press the head down. Then slowly roll your chin down towards the floor, stretching along that back line of the neck, all the way up to the base of the skull as you turn the chin down. Then slowly turn your gaze up towards the sky, rolling the left shoulder down as you turn your gaze up. Then slowly release your right hand and roll your chin down to center. Then rolling your left ear to your left shoulder, we gently open the right side of the neck. Sweep that left hand up and over and begin to press down through your hand. Breathing into the right side of your neck, anchoring the right shoulder down, Slowly begin to turn your chin down towards the floor, noticing how that changes your stretch. Then we'll slowly roll your gaze up towards the sky, still leaning the head to the left, anchor the right shoulder down. Then we'll slowly release the left hand and roll your chin down to center. Again, let's just rock the chin right to left, breathing deeply. And then when you're ready, you can begin to lift your head back up to center. And just roll your shoulders around a few times, feeling your breath move as you roll the shoulders, opening through your chest, mobilizing your upper back. And then we reverse directions, rolling the arms the other way, feeling the breath move. All right, let's come to tabletop. Making your way to your hands and knees, we're going to move right into our cat and cow. Again, coordinating the movement with the breath. As you inhale, lift your heart, lift your tail. Then exhale to curl your belly in, rounding through your spine. In and out, we open and close, stretching and mobilizing your spine. Feeling into the edge of the movement. So really let yourself go fully into the experience. And we'll slowly make your way back to center, coming back to a nice neutral tabletop, moving at your own pace. Then we'll curl the toes under and press your hips high, opening into your downward facing dog. Then again, we can pedal out the feet, inviting some movement. So we stretch into the backs of the legs, just taking it one breath at a time. A little free form as you awaken the backs of the legs and just explore what's present for your body today. And we'll begin to settle into your shape. Coming into that downward facing dog, take a deep breath in and exhale fully, a deep breath out. Then gently lower your knees back down to the mat. Walk your hands forward. We're going to take a few breaths in our puppy pose, softening the space behind your heart. You can lift your chin towards the floor to open up the front of the throat, inviting all of that energy to flow all the way up into the third eye, feeling your heart soften. Then gently begin to walk your hands back underneath you. We're coming right back into your tabletop. Then from here, we're going to extend your right arm out in front of you. So right now, you're already beginning a little bit of a balance, just with the right arm out in front of you. So as you're in this tabletop with the right arm extended, I want you to find a focal point on your mat, a very specific point that you just focus your gaze. Now, keep that strong focus and begin to slowly extend your left leg behind you. So we're still in that tabletop with the right arm extended and the left leg extended with a very fine-tuned focus on that one point on your mat. Now see if you can bend your left knee. Circle your right arm back behind you and see if you can grab a hold of the top of your left foot, still maintaining that clear focal point. We begin to extend your left foot up towards the sky, kicking your foot into your hand, expanding through the shape as you focus your gaze. Then slowly release, hand and knee back down to the mat. Good work. Close your eyes and begin to shift your weight forward and back, Just making some big circles. Yeah, so we soften the gaze, relaxing the eyes. You make some circles and massage the wrists and knees. You got it. And we'll slowly make your way back to center. We're going to prepare to practice the second side. So coming back into that tabletop, you can start by extending the left arm out in front of you. And we want to practice that strong gaze. Maybe you can find the exact same point on your mat. So tuning into that focus as you extend the left arm out, we'll begin to reach the right leg up and back, coming into a balance here. Now tone the strength of your belly, lift through your core, so you're engaging strength from your fingertips to your toe tips. Then we'll bend into the right knee, reach that left hand back, see if you can find the top of your foot, maintaining your gaze as you begin to extend your right leg up towards the sky, kicking your foot into your hand. So we really work the focus to help you maintain the balance as you expand in your shape. Then we'll slowly release, hand and knee back down to the mat. You can close your eyes and make some big circles. Coming back to your breath, just massaging your body, softening through the gaze. Then when you're ready, you can press back into your downward dog. Curling the toes under, you'll begin to lift your hips high. Open through your chest and shoulders. We want to feel that deep stretch into the shoulder joint as you open through your chest. Take a deep, full breath in. And take a deep, full breath out. And begin to walk your feet forward, making your way to the top of your mat. Grab onto your ankles here and gently pull yourself forward into a forward fold, relaxing the weight of your head down towards the earth as you lift your hips high. Nice deep forward fold. Then release your ankles and just take a hold of opposite elbows. So just letting your head relax down between your arms. Just letting your upper body hang over your legs. You can always bend your knees as much as you need to, so don't overwork yourself here. Then gently release your hands down and we'll begin to slowly roll yourself up to standing. But take your time. So we're unrolling the spine, one vertebrae at a time. So the head remains heavy as you slowly begin to stack the vertebrae, one on top of the other. And you'll feel your shoulders naturally fall into place. As you come to standing, your head will be the very last thing that rolls up on top. You can close your eyes here, feeling yourself in an active standing position. And with your eyes closed, move your focus towards the third eye, almost as if you could look at the pineal gland. So we turn the gaze towards your center as you stand in an active mountain pose. Then inhale and circle your arms up. You can keep your eyes closed here as you reach to the sky and root down through your feet. Then exhale your breath and gently fold forward. See if you can maintain that internal focus with the eyes closed, with the gaze moving towards the third eye. As you inhale your breath, lift your heart, extending through your spine, just an easy half lift, focusing at the third eye. Then we exhale and release the breath, folding back down over your legs. And on your next inhale, we're going to rise all the way back up to standing, circling your arms over your head. Again, we're really practicing keeping the eyes closed as you move. Then we'll exhale and slowly circle the arms down. So it's a completely different experience when we're not using the eyes, but we're using our deep sensory perception. We're going to try again. Inhale, circling your arms up with the eyes closed and the gaze focused towards the third eye. As you exhale, you gently fold your body down, tuning in. We feel into the movement without needing the external information from the eyes. We inhale and lift your spine halfway up, focusing the gaze to the inner eye. Then we exhale and fold your body back down. And see if you can come all the way back up to stand, maintaining that deep internal focus. All the way up, reaching your fingertips high. Then bring your hands to prayer position, down at the level of your heart. Feeling your energy flow in and out of your body. When you're ready, softly begin to flutter the eyes open, like slowly raising the blinds. Slowly opening the curtain. You take in the sensory perception of the eyes, light and color and depth and texture. Appreciating your eyes and all that they see and all of the information that they give you about your world. And shift your weight into your right foot. Okay, we're going to begin to draw your left foot up to the inside of your right thigh. So we're coming into tree pose. Now, as we make your way into this balance, again, use your gaze, the focal point of your eyes. Find something to focus at, something in front of you. One specific point of focus as you balance. Then tone the strength of your right leg so it's active and strong. Then lift up out of your waist, feeling that extension up through the crown of your head. Then slowly rotate your left knee forward and interlace your hands in front of your knee, maintaining your focus, your drishti. Begin to hug your left knee in towards your chest. Nice deep squeeze. Then slowly release the left foot back down to the floor. You can bring your hands back to your heart, feeling both feet on the earth. Take a full round of breath. So you can even, maintain this gaze, maintain the drishti here as you transition from one side to the other. Then when you're ready, you can begin to shift your weight into the left foot and slowly begin drawing your right knee up to the inner left thigh. So setting up your tree pose, we're balancing here, using the focus to help you maintain that sense of stability and centeredness and groundedness through the intensely focused gaze. Rooting down through the left foot, tone the strength of your left leg. Feel yourself growing tall, extending up through your spine and all the way up through the crown of the head. Balancing here with a clear, focused gaze. Slowly begin to rotate the right knee forward. Interlace your hands in front of your knee and begin to draw your knee up towards your chest, hugging your knee in, lifting through the spine, focused in the gaze. Then slowly release the right foot down, coming back to stand. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Okay, well, relax your hands down, relax your eyes, shake out your legs a little bit. It's an interesting experience, right? When you really go intensely into the gaze, it brings your mind into a completely different mental state. So let's keep practicing. Let's inhale, sweep your arms up, look your gaze to the sky. As you exhale, fold yourself down, tracing your gaze all the way down to the floor, folding over your legs. Then we'll inhale to lift your spine halfway up, extending your spine long. Then exhale and slowly fold yourself back down. Now plant your hands on your mat. We're going to go ahead and step back into your plank pose. Reaching your heart forward towards the top of your mat, lift your belly up and in. Take another deep breath in right here, just extending out through the spine. And as you exhale, we're gonna lower down, knees up or knees down, your choice. We're gonna bend the elbows and hover in your Chaturanga. Then inhale and press yourself back up and draw your hips up and back. Take 3 deep breaths in your downward facing dog. Enjoying the stretch, enjoying this place of a little bit of rest. And at the end of your third exhale, we're going to inhale and come forward again, back into your plank pose. Shifting your heart to the top of your mat, knees up or knees down. We exhale into your Chaturanga, hover, balancing. Then inhale to press yourself back up. And exhale to draw your hips back, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths right here. Pressing your palms into the earth. Pressing down through your feet. Reach your tailbone high. And at the end of your third exhale, we'll do one more round. Inhaling to come forward to the front of your mat. Then we'll exhale to hover in your Chaturanga Dandasana. Then inhale to press back up. And exhale to draw your hips back. Then if you want to move into child's pose here, take a little easier rest. Feel free to go there now. And we'll just take a couple more rounds of breath where you are. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope that you've enjoyed this practice. If you'd like to enjoy the extended full-length flow, go ahead and click on the link in the description below.